finishing Reckless late last night, whenever it comes out, but I need to order that on Amazon. Hi guys, welcome back to another video. This is going to be episode 2. This is for episode 2 of my continuing book series that I'm in the middle of. I really like this series. I feel like it gives me that push to try to finish all the series that I'm in the middle of. I don't know how many I'm still currently in the middle of. I know for the first video I made like a little graph. I think it's probably still like 7 or 8 different series, and that's series that I want to continue. There are some series that I'm in the middle of that I just like, no, I'm not gonna finish, so I don't count those. But yeah, I already know what we're gonna start with today, and that is Spectacular by Stephanie Garber. In the first episode, I read Legendary and Finale, which is the second and third book in the Caraval series. And I didn't know if I was gonna read Spectacular because it's just a holiday novella and it came out pretty recently. And I just like didn't know if I wanted to read that. Like I was gonna consider Caraval done, but I cannot let that off my conscience because I'm technically not done with the series. So we're gonna be reading Spectacular. I'm gonna listen to it on Spotify because I don't have the physical copy, but it is only a 2.5 hour audiobook on Spotify. So I'm gonna finish this today, no doubt about it. So we're gonna start that. I'm gonna go for a very long walk and try to knock this audiobook out. I also have some chores I need to do, so we're gonna be listening to that, and I genuinely think I'll be able to finish it within the next like 3 hours. So we're gonna start with that, and then I don't know what we're gonna do after that. I feel like I'm getting ahead of myself talking about the second book, but I think it's gonna be Reckless, which is the technically second book in the Powerless series. I have read the novella that goes between Powerless and Reckless, but I'm getting ahead of myself. We're gonna start with Spectacular. I'm gonna listen to it, and yeah, I will talk to y'all with an update probably really soon. I just went on a really long walk, like 45 minutes, because it feels so good out today, and I started Spectacular, obviously, like I told y'all, and I am obsessed with this audiobook, you guys. I don't think I've ever listened to a like dramatized, is that what they're called? I don't think I've ever listened to a dramatized audiobook. So this one has like festive Christmas noises and like Christmas music constantly going, sound effects, like it is so magical. It feels like I'm in like a wintry wonderland in some like a Hallmark Christmas movie. I don't know, I'm absolutely loving it. I think it's the cutest thing ever. They're really just like, I don't know, talking about how magical, what is the name of the holiday? The Great Eve or something? There's some major holiday in a few days, and Tella's trying to find Legend a gift, and so she went to this really like magical Christmas street where it's like this toy store with like magical toys. I'm not really sure, but I'm just loving it. I think I already told y'all how it was only like a 2.5 hour long audiobook, so I wanted to finish it today. I literally only have like an hour and 45 minutes left of it now, so I'm definitely gonna finish it today. I honestly think I'm gonna go do some laundry and I'm gonna listen to it, and then I'm gonna go for another walk in a little bit because it just feels so good out. Like I just did 1.5 miles, and it's only 2:15, so definitely gonna finish this book today. I've never finished a book in one day. I know that technically I'm not reading it, but I feel like I probably could have finished the physical copy anyway. But yeah, just wanted to let y'all know that I'm already almost like halfway through this audiobook. I just took a shower, so don't mind how crazy my hair probably looks, but it's actually the next day from when I last talked to y'all, and I ended up finishing the book yesterday. I just never gave y'all an update, but I did finish that audiobook in one day. I finished it within a span of like 4 hours because it was only like a 2.5 hour audiobook, but I really liked it at first. It was giving just, I think like I said, like a very like Christmas wonderland, just perfect Christmas holiday novella. And then it kind of turned into a weird like kidnapping story, and I don't know, it was weird. So Legend kidnapped Tella, but Tella didn't know that it was Legend, so she thought that she had just been like kidnapped or something, and it was orchestrated by like her. I don't honestly know. I'm honestly blanking on how that book ended because I just did not find the second half that interesting. And also Tella was like obsessed with kissing in it. She just kept saying like, I want a kiss. I want to kiss someone. Like I mean, it was like it was to a point to where like I started to notice it. You know, when you see like a word a lot in a book and you start to notice it, or like a phrase, like That's how this was with kissing. She just was nonstop about kissing, and like, I don't know. The book was not horrible. I think that it's a little unfair to rate novellas on an equal scale of like just 1 to 5 stars, because it's the same scale as like what I would rate a normal length book. But I don't know, I liked the first like 25%, and then it just kind of like went downhill. So I ended up giving it a 2.5 stars. It definitely is not even close to being necessary to read to like understand the series. I mean, it came out years after finale, and it's just like, you don't have to read it, and I don't even know if I'd recommend it. Like, it was cool, but I'm glad I didn't buy the physical copy. It just doesn't match anything, and I don't know why I didn't think to check to see if it was on like the audiobooks sooner. But we're now done with the Caraval series. It feels good to completely finish a series. I'm pretty sure the series is actually finished too, like nothing else is coming out with that. But it was okay, not amazing, not just like horrible, but it was a novella, you know? So now that my dog is like, if my arm is out of shot, I don't know if you can see my dog, but he's like holding my arm. I think the next series that we're going to try to finish is the Powerless series. So I actually listened, I'm like in my audiobook era. So I listened to, so Powerless is the first book in the series. And then I actually listened to the novella, which was Powerful. I listened to that on audiobook last week, and I finished that. So now all that's left that's currently out in this series, because this series is not done yet, is Reckless. So I need to order the physical copy of that, which I think I'm going to do today. So it'll maybe get here like tomorrow or the next day. And then, yeah, we'll read that. Once I finish that book, we'll be done with this series for like what is currently out. I think the next book, which is Reckless, I think that comes out in a few months. So I'm really excited to catch up on this series so that I can read the new book whenever it comes out. But I need to order that on Amazon. So I'm going to do that, and I will talk to y'all in a few days. Hi guys, it's actually been a few days since I have last talked to y'all. I had to order Reckless on Amazon, and it just came in this morning. I've already like unboxed it, but it's so pretty. It is very thin, not like very thin, but it's thinner than Powerless, which is crazy to me because I feel like most series, like the further you get into the series, the thicker the books are, you know? I don't know. I know that's not like a actual rule, but I feel like that's just my experience with books. So I don't know. I was just very surprised. Like, this feels like a very small book, but I'm so excited to read this. I'm so excited to add it to my shelf. And the next book, which is Fearless, I think it comes out in less than a month. So I need to read this and then pre-order. I guess I can pre-order it right now before reading this, but I need to pre-order Fearless on Amazon so that I can get it like the day that it arrives. But yeah, such a pretty cover. I love how like when you tilt it, like this and the side down here, I don't know if y'all can tell, but like with the light, it's like shimmery. Does that make sense? I'm just rambling. We're gonna start this tonight. I'm actually finishing a different book right now for a different video. Well, not like a different video, but I'm just reading it in my like current reading vlog. But I need to finish that. I only have like 15% left of the book, and then we will start this tonight. It's been a few days since I've talked to y'all. I am almost halfway through this book, and I realized that I did not give y'all an update. It kind of snuck up on me because for the first like day or two after I started this book, I was only reading it at night because I was just so busy this weekend during the day out with like family and doing fun stuff. And then yesterday on Sunday, I just sat down and read like almost half of this book in its entirety. Just like it's getting better, and I'm gonna explain why it wasn't good at first. Because so when this book first came out like last year, I didn't even know anything about this series, but I remember when it came out and there was some controversy around it because a few people that I followed just like hated it and did not like it and just like could not wait for it to be over with. But then some people really liked it, and so I was a little nervous going into this. And I can say that I'm not enjoying it as much as the first book. They're in a different setting so far. Like they are across, is Ilya the name of the kingdom? I think it is. They're like across the Scorches, across the desert in Dor. I think that's how you pronounce the city name. I think that's even the city they're in. But Payton ran over there to escape Kai and the Imperials because obviously they're all looking for her after what happened at the end of the first book. And Kai ended up finding her. And so now they're on their way back to Ilya. Like they're crossing the desert right now. So I'm hoping it gets a little bit better now that they're going to be back in a familiar place. And this book's giving me some anxiety because like I don't know what's gonna happen to her, and I don't know what I'm saying. Yeah, it's getting better. It was a little slow at first. I say that it was slow, but it was only like slow up here. I've been reading the book so fast. Like the only reason I didn't read a lot the first few days was because I was busy, but I was thinking about coming home and reading this. So it's like, I want to read it. I want to like finish this book, but I'm like not, you know, the best way that I can describe this is that Stephanie Garber and Lauren Roberts have very similar handwriting. Oh my God. They have very similar writing styles. And so I think that both of their writing is just so easy to read, and like, it's just so easy to fly through. And that's why I'm just like, even though I'm not fully enjoying the book, it's just like so easy to read. Does that make any sense? I don't even remember if I told y'all what page I was on. If I didn't, I'm on page 144, which is chapter 20. But yeah, we're gonna try to read a lot of this today because I want to ideally try to finish this book tomorrow. Please don't mind how crazy my hair probably is. I can't even find the book back here. But it's the next day. I've read a lot since I last talked to y'all. I'm on page 273, which is chapter 37. And I still don't know how I feel about this book. I really, really don't. I feel like I'm in the same boat as the last time I talked to y'all, to where I'm not loving it, but I'm not hating it. I just thought that by the time they got back to Ilya, I'd like the book more because they'd be in like the same setting as the first book and it would be familiar to me. But they never even made it back to Ilya. Like they're still trying to get there and we're almost done with the book. So like, I don't know. It's been different from the first book. And Peyton and Kai are acting so unrealistic and just like, they're giving me whiplash with their emotions. They really, really are. So Kai is obviously trying to take Peyton back to Ilya, back to Kit, who's the king now in this book because of what happened at the end of book 1. And so he has her and he basically handcuffed them together, but it's handcuffs like, it's like ankle cuffs, because she keeps trying to escape and like keep trying to kill him. And so he was like, this is the only way I can know you're not gonna escape, by handcuffing us together. And they keep going back and forth between hating each other and like betraying each other. And then the next scene, they'll be like kissing for something and they'll be so intimate with each other and like touching each other and sharing intimate secrets. And I'm like, y'all need to figure out what's going on. Like, do y'all hate each other? Is she your prisoner, Kai? Or are y'all trying to get back together? Because I just don't know what y'all are doing. I personally don't think that Kai is going to end up taking her to Kit by the end of the book. I think he's going to try to like help her escape from Ilya and just whatever. It's also being hinted that Peyton may actually have powers because we met a group of people that were being like cared for by Lenny's mom. Lenny was the old Imperial Guard that was in the Resistance. And there was a group of like mixed people. So I think it's called mixed. I don't know. But that's when like you have one parent that has powers and then one is an ordinary. And Kai was like, Peyton, that's what's going on in your family. Like, you've never thought about why you don't have powers. Your dad was a healer, but your mom was ordinary. And she was like, she gave him like a snide remark, like, don't try to say that my mom was unfaithful or something. But I think it's hinting that she may have a power. So we'll see if that comes about at the end of the book. I don't know. I only have like 100 pages left. I think I have like 102 or 103. So I'm going to put my fantasy ambiance on. It's actually already been on all morning. But I'm going to go lay on the couch and try to finish this book today. I ended up finishing Reckless late last night. Actually, not too late. I finished it at like 8 something, but it is the next day. And we need to go over this book because I don't think that I loved it. I really, really don't. Even with the ending, I don't know. I don't want to like reiterate everything that I've already said, but everything that I said in the last clip still holds true. Like, I think that Peyton and Kai were just so unbelievably cringy in how they acted. I personally don't even think the ending was that great. I don't want to spoil it for anyone that hasn't read the series and wants to, but I had a feeling that this is how it would end. I know that I said I didn't think that Kai was actually going to take her to Kit, and technically he did try to like let her free, but another storyline that happened to where Kit had that object the whole time throughout the book, I had a feeling that it was going to happen and that it was all going to tie back into Peyton, and it did. And I just don't know if I loved that ending. Actually, I don't even know if I liked it at all. Like, it makes no sense. And I don't know. So I think I'm giving this a 3-star. The only reason it's even a 3-star is because I, for some reason, could not put the book down. I wanted to read it. So subconsciously, I think I liked the book, but I don't think I'll think about this book. It's definitely my least favorite in the series so far. I think I'll probably still read the last book that comes out in a few weeks just to see how the whole series ends and ties together. But yeah, this is probably going to be a 3-star. All of that being said, I think that is going to be the end of this video. I was going to try to fit one more book into this video, but none of the series that I'm currently in the middle of are just screaming at me to read, and I'm very much a mood reader, so I want to read what I want to read in the moment, and none of the series that I'm in the middle of I want to pick up right this second. So we're gonna end this video here. Sorry it's one book short of what I wanted it to be, but I hope that you guys still enjoyed it. Let me know how y'all felt about the books that I read in this video. If you have read them, let me know what you think about them. Because I didn't love either of the books that I read in this video. I just realized that because I didn't love Spectacular either, so that's kind of disappointing, but it's okay. We finished 2 series in this video. We completely finished one because that series is actually done, finished forever. And then this one, obviously there's one more coming out, but for the time being it is done. So I feel good though about the video, but I'm just rambling. I really hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to like it if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more from my channel, and don't forget to follow me on everything down below. I love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video.